give you a better understanding of where we are. As always, we're going to update you about the company. We're going to update you about the promotions, and we're going to update you about IT, just for you to have some sort of a is happening here. So let's go ahead with the company update and make sure to give you some information about what is going on, because for a long time we've been about the next step will be, and you will see this happening, and so forth. One of the key points when you are doing anything eat the most healthy food in the world. It does not really make a big difference in your body the first time you eat it. Unless you're doing something consistently and with the right perspective, whatever you do will not really mount much. And what we hope to do is share some more perspective with you guys and let you see things in a little bit of a bigger picture, because that will let you understand exactly, where the company has been and where the company is going at this time. So next step, when we talk about the swap has been a big thing, and we can just go ahead and click through there, because right now at the point where the CROWD1 rewards scheme is to be discontinued. The swap process has been closed. What does that mean? It simply means that what we talked about, a month ago, what we talked about weeks ago, the process is now finalized, and it is that part of it is done. For those of you who did swap your C1 rewards, I congratulate you. You've done something amazing, and you are going to do something even more amazing. That will impact not only your business, but it will impact the way that you see in future, because it's going to fundamentally change, not just the way the CROWD1 is able to operate, but really also the way we're going to be able to operate with CROWD1. Now, important developments will happen here over the coming weeks. Just know that this is now the point where we are, and we are ready now to take the next steps. And we are going to basically hold your hand, going to tell you where this is what the next step is. An email will be sent with information about partner that will handle the share swap. That means we are not handling the share swap. It is not something that happens inside the company. CROWD1 has nothing to do with that. CROWD1 has passed information, and the partner will handle the actual swap. There will also be a name reveal and a launch date of the multi-wallet product. Now, I've said this before, and so many things have been said about the multi-wallet, but when you look in perspective on the business of CROWD1, you're going to basically be talking about a time before the multi-wallet and a time after the multi-wallet. We are now very, very close to being able to show you the multi-wallet and also show you the real name, the brand of the multi-wallet. Well, I can tell you, we are very, very excited. Those of us who have seen it already, are flat out blown away with what it can do. And the more you see it, the more you understand it. You will know that it has functionalities when we begin, but it is nothing compared to, the direct and the indirect functionalities and impact it will have on the business long term. So let's go to the next slide, please. I should mention also here, we're getting the best support possible, and this is just to show you exactly what kind of leadership CROWD1 is. We actually, at this time, every one of us here being serviced by Magnus, our ambassador. So even if you're an ambassador and a leader at CROWD1, Magnus really goes ahead and says, my number one function in leadership is service to people. So Magnus, we're very, very grateful the job and the non-stop assistance you're not just offering to the field, but literally offering to all of us. Now, residual bonus payments will be done on the 15th of September. This is today. The AUP has been added. The sales bonus will be paid out right after this. So another point that is coming to a closure, that is coming to an end. Now, can we have next slide, please? We're going to talk about And today we're going to talk about one specific product where we just want to give you some short information on. As you know, the product partners that CROWD1 has, what makes the dynamics, what makes the power of CROWD1. And this is just a heads up. This is what we picked out this week. The upcoming drops. Planet IX has a drop this Thursday. What does that mean? It simply means if you are not yet a part of Planet IX, make sure to get in there. Make sure you are able to participate in the drop this Thursday. Now, there are expectedly, 2 drops likely next week. And so you get in today, you have the opportunity to not only participate on this Thursday, but even 2 more opportunities next week. So let's make sure we get everyone in there. At this point, we still see people who have P euros, but they've not yet activated their accounts. And make sure that that you are not leaving anybody behind. Make sure that if you're downlines who don't really understand Planet IX yet, it's not your job to explain it to them. That's not what you should do. Here's what you should do. You should make them sign up. And from working with Planet IX, from registering Planet IX, they will begin to understand it. We've spoken a lot about this. There's really only one way to learn how to swim. That's in the water. The same goes with Planet IX. And here's a fact of life. We see that the markets where Planet IX has a high adoption, they have the equivalent growth in their markets. So you want growth, you got to copy those who already have it. Make sure that you and your downline use your P euros and get in and register with Planet IX. Next slide, please. We also have, this is all members who has KYC and non-KYC approved. By the way, you should all get KYC approved. You're all business women and men out there that should be thinking long term. And a part of that is simply just by registering with a proper KYC. Here's another thing. If you ask new people to register with a KYC, it is going to be a testimony to the seriousness and the commitment of the business. And so we do encourage people to register with KYC and also get the new ones to do that. Now, the email address you can now change, and the key here is that the new email address will need to be verified. We have a strong focus right now on recalculating loyalty points. We've been talking about this before, but like we mentioned in the beginning about the perspective, this is a process. Will come to a conclusion. And those missing any loyalty points will have their loyalty points coming to them, and resolving all of the business point issues as well. So please know it's a focus point. It is in process and it will happen. So you don't need to do anything to make that happen. Here's what you need to do. Focus on your activities. Now, additional features have been implemented into the Zendesk. We talked a little bit about this last week. We're that the adoption is going very, very well. And this is done in order to, service your queries even better, even more efficiently. You may not notice an immediate result with that, but we can already now begin and track and trace. And what we can do with tracking and tracing is basically understanding how our efforts can be put best to use. And this simply is the natural consequence of that is a better level of service to you guys, and that is our aim all along. We have streamlined processes for member support, which means you submit a ticket, support response delivered by email, just to say your preferred language, by the way, and we will also send out a certification survey. Now, why are we doing this? We're doing this because we know that just like any other area of business that we have improved, we're trying to identify exactly what do we need to do. And getting feedback is key in moving on. But the feedback needs to be very precise. So that's why we have the surveys. If you want a better service, we do encourage you to fill out this survey because it will help us trim the software. It will help us trim the process, and it will help us treat you and your future, partners and leaders much, much better. So again, please make sure that your emails are correct in order to really receive the response. Unfortunately, sending emails still in too high a number, where we are seeing that they are being rejected because the email is not valid, is not functioning. So if you can please just check your email and then make sure to also check the downline's email. If they are not getting any response, that might be the cause. Next slide, please. At this point, I am very excited to welcome a very special lady on board here, because at the time when I was first time flying to Dubai and having a look at CROWD1 to see whether we could find some common ground and work together, I already met this lady. She's a lady of the very first hour. She's the one who has basically, along with Kenny and the company, been building everything in the Dubai office. She's been in all of the recruiting processes. If anyone knows what goes on in Dubai with CROWD1 at this point, it is this lady. She is extremely professional. On top of that, very, very nice. You're all going to meet her in Dubai. And it is with great excitement that I welcome, for some comments on how things are, our office manager from Dubai, Lisa Ghazi. Can you hear us, Lisa?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you. If you can speak a little louder.
Hi, everybody. We've been building a fantastic team here in Dubai to help support you guys even more. We're growing bigger and bigger every day, and the new office is launching next week. We have fantastic facilities in which you can all use and to help you grow and build your teams and your businesses. Everybody here in Dubai is so excited to be able to meet you all and for you to use the new office and all the facilities. And we've got some information which will be coming soon on how you can all book and come and see us all in the office and all the facilities.
That is awesome, Lisa. Lisa, how many people are we currently employing in Dubai?
We're currently 32, and that will be doubled in the next month and a half.
Well, that is an amazing.
Yeah,
speed.
we're literally doubling at great speed, and we're growing each week. We've already outgrown 2 offices. We're moving up onto an even bigger floor. And we can't keep up with the speed of people that we've got coming on board because we're just going that quickly.
That is awesome. So the new offices, when do you expect them to be ready?
They're launching on the 24th. So we're ready as we speak. Everything was all done today, but we're launching on the 24th of September.
So what you can really confirm to us is the offices, they are there and everything is already done, basically.
Everything is already done. It's absolutely amazing. All the offices are there. There'll be tours that people can come and book, and you can come and have a look around the offices. We'll be able to show you all around. We'll be able to show you the facilities. We welcome people to be able to come in and see this, and visuals for you to all be able to see on the 24th, which will all be going live within your teams, and they'll be all passed out to everybody.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much for joining us. I know you're busy. And we're very grateful that you took the time to join us here on the call.
Oh, no, it's an honor. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Most welcome. Now, guys, that was Lisa. She's one of many who's working towards the business. But really, the cool thing is she comes on the call. She's there from the first hour. She's building the business that many of your futures our futures are based on. And so when those travel to Dubai, we'll get to meet Lisa. You will see her during events, and you will begin to familiarize yourself with CROWD1 2.0, because it's a whole new era that we're about to pick up on. So we're going to talk a little bit very quickly on promotions here. And we have the new titanium promotion, if we can get to that one. So you can upgrade any package to Titanium Pro for 869 euros. Now, it does hold the loyalty points, does have the life trend hotel credits with travel benefits. You have with Planet IX a 20/80 cash ratio, which basically means you can pay 80% with your BD and your back office, 20% with BDC, and you have Mixter registrations for 12 months. And I can tell you, Mixter, the way you see it today, the way you know it today, is going to be completely different very soon. It's going to fundamentally change. What does that mean? It means when, Mixter is not just going to, show us a new game that's coming. It's going to show us new opportunities within the Mixter platform. And that's just going to be amazing. You're going to have also a lifetime membership with Mindo. And this promotion will run from since yesterday and until the 20th of October at 2 p.m. CET. And this is generally going to be the time where we are going to either launch something or end a promotion. Is that time? So you wanna maybe have both the date and the time very clear for you, because this is something we're going to use more. Now, for the next part, we're going to talk about what really is ahead of us, and that is, if we could have the next slide, that is Dubai on the 24th of September, and it's going to be followed up by a mega event on the 16th of October. And at this time, I want to welcome in a gentleman who has been instrumental in all of this. It's someone who's gone through thick and thin. It's someone who has been following this from every aspect of the business throughout the past 16 months. He's the guy who has been, along with Lisa, building up the Dubai office. He's the guy who are here with me every week on calls. He's talking to leaders around the world, sharing of all of his amazing experience. And I hope we have a clear line through to my friend Kenny. Kenny, can you hear us?
Hear you well. I hope you hear me well as well.
Spot on, buddy.
Perfect. Thank you, Jens, for those kind words in Dubai as all over the world in CROWD1. There's a team there to be supporting. It was exciting to be listening to what Lisa was talking about, how things are basically in the next 30-45 days doubling again, and new people coming on board in the company in Dubai, to actually in different areas to be able to support actually your business and your future growth of the business. So yes, it's very exciting to be a part of this company that actually has been growing for years faster than any other company. And like I said on 2 calls ago, it is funny to hear people saying, "Oh, is CROWD1 still around?" And that's kind of interesting when you know that on a extremely bad day, the company is only growing with about somewhere around 15 to 20,000 new members on an extremely bad day. Most network marketing companies after 5 years don't have 20 or 40,000 members total, to give you a little perspective of that. Now, challenges is something the company has, like anything growing, and step by step we're eating up the challenges. One of the most one of the biggest challenges that we're catching up to is due to Corona. When we moved into Corona, we were actually, I think, around 20-25 people in the total company supporting you guys. 1 million members. And as you know, and for new people, it's good to know, the network grew from 1 million to 10 million, while in the Corona time, there was impossible to recruit people into the company due to different lockdowns, etc. Today, we're actually, as you're hearing, catching up in different areas. I mean, in compliance, in legal, in marketing, in support, in finance, in IT. So many different areas that you need to actually be able to run a giant like CROWD1 is today. And we're a giant ship running at the speed of a speedboat, which is why people are excited to be a part, inside the company in different positions. Now, before I talk a little bit more about Dubai, I want to touch one of our biggest challenge, actually, that we've been having and still working to solving, which is payouts. People have been getting paid, but we have had delays that is not acceptable for the members. It's not acceptable for the company. And we are working, hard on getting these. I would say the last 5-6 days got very good feedback from the field. Doesn't mean everybody's paid. Just want to mark that. But we have actually find some tuning on ways of the payout. So actually, whenever we're doing a payout, it affects more people getting paid. So it actually helps us catch up to more people on the payment. Again, as I've said, this together with the multi-wallet, we are very, very soon. I'm not talking about next year. I'm not talking about end of this year, but I'm talking weeks from now. We are actually going to be in a situation where we are not having to talk about a delayed payment. This is where we're moving there fast. So that's what I want to talk about. And every single day there are payments going out, and we're trying to affect as many people getting paid as possible. On the other end, at the same time, Lisa was telling you this office is, and I'll give you a picture of this. I actually had just a day ago. I had my family, and I took them up to the office that we're opening the 24th. And it's funny, we walked through half of the office, and they were blown away, thinking, "Wow, this is so big." And I said, "Well, you've only seen half." And then we walked through half of the rest of the office. I mean, this place is state of the art. I've been to some of the biggest companies on what you call MLM Street in Utah. Some of the giant MLM companies like New Skin, Usana, companies like this, Morinda. I've been actually to those different offices, which is a different type because it's they're making product, doing different things. But at the same time, what we're opening up is actually an office that is built to support you guys, but also to help you drive and build a long-term business. Every single detail in that office is actually built to support the members, which is you guys. As you heard from Lisa, you will be able to book, and we will be starting with the president. You will actually be able to book. You will be able to book, for example, conference rooms. Let's say you're bringing 5 guests, 10 guests. You'll be able to book a conference room, which is pretty cool, where you actually can be in our state of the office, doing a presentation, taking them for an office tour, having somebody from the company come and say hello and talk a little bit about different areas. I will of course be a lot in the office as well. So and this is just a little peek part I'm giving you now, what I just said. On top of that, we're doing a lot more than that. We are having a grand opening the 24th of September. Of course, due to different rules and so on, there is limited space, and we have hundreds and hundreds of presidents above. So we have actually by invitation only, because there's only actually for 50 people that's going to be a part of the grand opening, and it's fully booked. There's there is a waiting list, and I'm looking forward because I think we'll have 50 of our top leaders from around the world, most markets. I know there's a few markets that unfortunately is impossible to travel at the moment, but the majority of our absolute top leaders will be in Dubai next week, the 24th. We're talking about 9 days from now. And when you see this office, when you see how you can be building with this, when you hear the companies going from the CEO, from the founder, when you hear from he and Jens, what we're planning to do to support you guys with the office, when you see the different people working in the office, get the feeling up there, you will understand that you will be able to take your business to whole new limits as a leader. You'll be able to, for example, go with a team of 10 people, 15 people, 20 people to Dubai, go into the office, of course, do team building, have some fun, enjoy Dubai, but at the same time, go to the office, have this tour, get some training, see what's going on in this company, feeling, believing, getting the right trust. Crypto wallet. Some people use Binance, use Kraken, some use Coinbase. People use different ones. You have that in the multi-wallet. On top of that, you have some people use Revolut, some use N26. You have a card system like that in there. When you're buying shares, let's say you want to buy shares in Apple, for example. If you believe in Apple in shares, you need a system for that. That will also be in one place called the multi-wallet. And actually 50% of that company will be owned by the members, which is fantastic. And that's why Jens was also talking about the C rewards swap. This is coming very, very, very soon. On top of that, Planet IX, Mixer, Live Trends, all these things are developing. At the same time, we're working on many new things. Actually, one thing that I think we might touch or mention very, very soon, but we haven't told anybody about yet, that's actually a major part as well. Now, all these things with a 34 million crowd is what is actually going to be growing your residual incomes. And as you know, there's no limits on residual. Today is a residual payout. We're actually giving every single member in this company until the end of the year a rank booster, meaning on all points you do, you get 30% more for achieving your rank. So when you do 10,000 points, it counts like 13,000 points to achieve the next level. If you do 100,000, it counts like 130,000. So it's actually 30% faster. That's why it's called a rank booster. It boosts you to the next position. So what you should be wondering right now is, what rank am I going to get paid as next month, the month after? Where do I want to be? Am I director 1-star going for 2-star? Am I going for president? Am I going for senior president? This is the mindset you have to have and focus on it. We are growing quick, and we're going to be supporting you guys with these different things in the office. I believe, and I'm looking forward to having the top leaders in this company in Dubai for a couple of days. I will say that we will be doing one webinar from the office on the Sunday, the 26th. Details will come out, but we will actually be doing one webinar together with the ambassadors from the office. Of course, myself, Jens, we will have our founder, Jonas, there. We will have the CEO, Johan, there on that webinar. And that webinar, we will actually be taking the office to you around the world, wherever you are, so you can actually see what we have done in Dubai is actually a support system that has never been done in this industry, at least to my knowledge, the last 25 years, to be able to speed up your business, your leadership, your development, your education in your team, and also trust in your team for building the future. So take part of those different areas, have a lot of fun, talk to a lot of people. Remember that, whatever you've done last week in this business, if you're not happy with the result, you are the CEO of the business. You can change that instantly through starting to actually do what you ask of others. If you say you should be doing 3 presentations a day, you need to be doing 5 or 7. Duplication. People will do what you do or less. That's usually the common thing. Have a fantastic week. Thank you, guys. Look forward to see a lot of you in Dubai Make sure to be on next Wednesday's call, of course, and look forward to the next to our live webinar live from the new office next Sunday as well. Look forward to see a lot of you presidents know on the line coming next week in Dubai. Have a great day, everybody. Evening.
Thank you, Kenny. Amazing information there, and we'll see you all next